Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to our storytelling adventure. Let me ask you something that might sound very familiar. Have you ever been in this situation? You're having a conversation in English. The other person asks you a simple question. You know the answer. You know the words, but in your mind, chaos. First, you think the answer in your native language. Then you search for English words. Then you try to arrange them correctly. Then you check the grammar. Then you worry if it's right. And by the time you're ready to speak, the moment is gone. The conversation has moved on, and you're left standing there, silent, feeling frustrated and defeated. Let me teach you this word. Defeated, D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D. It means feeling like you lost, like you failed. Today, I want to tell you the story of Sam, a person who studied English for 8 years, but couldn't speak fluently for even 8 minutes. Sam was trapped in what we call the translation trap. But Sam discovered a secret that changed everything. A secret that turned Sam from a silent, nervous student into a confident, fluent speaker. Are you ready to discover Sam's transformation? Let's begin this life-changing journey together. Sam lived in a small city and had been studying English since childhood. Grammar books, vocabulary lists, language apps, online courses. Sam had tried everything. Sam's English test scores were excellent. Reading comprehension, perfect. Writing essays, beautiful. Grammar exercises, almost no mistakes. But when it came to speaking, Sam felt like a completely different person. At work, when international colleagues visited, Sam would hide in the office, avoiding conversations. At the coffee shop, when the barista said, "How's your day?" Sam's mind would freeze. ¿Cómo está tu día? Sam would think in Spanish. How is your day? Should I say good or fine or great? What's the grammar rule? Is it present simple or present continuous? Freeze means to become unable to move or think, like ice. By the time Sam finished this mental translation process, the barista had already moved on to the next customer. Sam would just smile nervously and walk away, feeling embarrassed. Embarrassed means feeling ashamed or uncomfortable because you think you did something wrong. One evening, after missing another opportunity to join a conversation with English-speaking friends, Sam sat alone, feeling hopeless. Why can't I speak English? Sam wondered. I know thousands of words. I understand movies and books, but when I try to speak, my brain becomes stuck. Sam's mind worked like this: Spanish thought, find English words, check grammar, worry about mistakes, try to speak. Too late. This endless cycle was exhausting. Exhausting means very, very tired. That's when Sam met Elena. Elena was a language coach who had helped hundreds of people become fluent English speakers. She had lived in many countries and spoke 5 languages fluently. When Sam explained the problem, Elena nodded with deep understanding. "Sam," she said gently, "you're not broken. You're not stupid. You're trapped." "Trapped? What do you mean?" Elena smiled kindly. "Sam, you're trapped in the translation habit. Your brain has become addicted to thinking in Spanish first, then translating to English. But translation is not a bridge to fluency, it's the wall that blocks fluency." Addicted means unable to stop doing something even when it's harmful. "But how can I speak without translating? I need to think first." Elena laughed kindly. "Sam, let me ask you something. When you were a baby learning Spanish, did you translate from another language?" "No, of course not." "Exactly. Children learn by listening, absorbing, copying, and speaking without fear. They don't know any grammar rules, but they become fluent naturally." Absorbing means taking in information naturally, like a sponge absorbs water. Elena continued, "Fluency doesn't come from perfection, Sam. It comes from freedom, and I'm going to teach you how to break free from the translation trap forever." Sam felt a spark of hope for the first time in years. Elena took Sam to a nearby park for the first lesson. "Sam, here's something important to understand. Your brain doesn't actually think in words. Your brain thinks in images." "What do you mean?" Elena pointed to a tree. "Look at that tree. What happens in your mind?" "I see a tree, and then I think the word árbol in Spanish. Then I translate to tree in English." "Exactly the problem," Elena said. "But watch this." Elena looked at the tree and immediately said, "Beautiful green leaves, tall trunk, birds singing in the branches, peaceful shade." "How did you do that so quickly?" Sam asked, amazed. Amazed means very surprised and impressed. "I connected English directly to what I see, Sam. No translation. Your brain is capable of the same connection." Elena taught Sam the image method. Step 1. Direct connection. Look at 5 objects. Say their English names out loud while looking at them. Don't think of Spanish words. Just connect the image to the English word. Sam practiced. Bench, flower, dog, sky, fountain. Perfect! You're thinking in English now, not translating. Step 3. Imagination training. Close your eyes and imagine a scene. Describe it in English directly from your imagination. Sam closed their eyes and said, "I see a beach, blue water, white sand, children playing." Elena clapped. Clapped means to hit your hands together to show approval. Sam, you just spoke English for 30 seconds without translating once. Your brain made direct connections between images and English words. Sam felt a new kind of confidence growing. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can learn more English with stories with us. The next week, Sam met Elena at a busy cafe to learn the second secret. Sam, tell me, how do you build English sentences when you speak? Well, I choose each word carefully, apply grammar rules, check if the verb tense is correct. Elena smiled. That's why you speak slowly. You're building sentences like a scientist in a laboratory. But speaking needs to be natural and automatic. Automatic means happening without thinking, like breathing. Listen to the people around us, Elena said. Do you hear them thinking about grammar rules? Sam listened to nearby conversations. No worries. Give me a second. Sounds good to me. I'm not sure about that. These are chunks, Sam, small, natural groups of words that native speakers use automatically. A chunk is a small group of words that naturally go together, like pieces of a puzzle. Elena explained, instead of building sentences word by word, collect ready-made chunks from real conversations. Your brain loves patterns and rhythms. Sam started a Real English Phrases notebook and wrote down chunks heard in daily life. That makes sense. I can't believe it. What do you think? It's up to you. Now practice these chunks with emotion. Say, that makes sense, like you really mean it. Sam repeated, that makes sense, with enthusiasm. Feel the rhythm, Sam. English is musical. When you speak in chunks, you sound natural and confident. Sam practiced using chunks in different situations. Ordering coffee. I'll have a cappuccino, please. Meeting friends. Great to see you. Expressing opinion. I totally agree. This is incredible, Sam realized. I'm not thinking about grammar at all, but I'm speaking fluently. Elena nodded. You're speaking the way native speakers actually speak, in natural patterns, not grammar rules. 2 weeks later, Sam was feeling more confident, but still struggled with spontaneous speaking. Elena, I can use chunks in planned situations, but when I need to express my own thoughts and feelings, I still translate. Elena understood perfectly. That's because you're not living in English yet, Sam. You're only visiting English during lessons. Time for the third secret. Narrate your life in English every single day. Narrate means to tell the story of what's happening, like a narrator in a movie. What do you mean, narrate my life? Talk to yourself in English all day long. Describe your actions. Express your thoughts. Share your feelings. All in English. Sam looked confused. Talk to myself? Won't people think I'm crazy? Elena laughed. Sam, your voice is your most powerful English teacher. When you narrate your life, you practice speaking without fear of judgment. Judgment means when other people form opinions about you, especially negative ones. Elena taught Sam the narration method. Morning routine. I'm awake. Time to get up. I'm feeling tired today. Let me make some coffee. Daily activities. I'm walking to work. The weather is nice. That dog is so cute. I'm hungry for lunch. Thoughts and feelings. I'm excited about tonight's party. I'm worried about the presentation. I'm proud of finishing this project. Sam started practicing immediately. I'm sitting in this cafe. I'm learning something new. Elena is a great teacher. I'm feeling hopeful about my English. Perfect, Elena exclaimed. You're building what I call a 24/7 speaking gym. Every moment becomes English practice. Sam continued throughout the day. I'm cooking dinner. This smells delicious. I'm watching my favorite show. Time for bed. After 1 week, Sam noticed something amazing. English thoughts were appearing naturally without effort. Elena, sometimes I catch myself thinking in English without planning it. That's the magic, Sam. You're not translating anymore. You're living in English. Sam's confidence was growing, but Elena noticed Sam still hesitated when describing new or unexpected situations. Time for the fourth secret, Sam. Describe what you see out loud in real time. Real time means immediately, as things happen,
without delay. Elena and Sam sat by a busy street corner. Your eyes are your fastest connection to language, Sam. When you see something and describe it immediately in English, there's no time for translation. Elena demonstrated. A woman is crossing the street. She's wearing a blue coat. A taxi is turning left. Two children are laughing on the sidewalk. "How do you speak so fast?" Sam asked. Practice. Start with simple observations. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just describe what you see. Observation means noticing and watching something carefully. Sam began slowly. A man is walking his dog. The dog is black and white. They're stopping at the traffic light. Excellent. Now add your opinions and feelings. Sam continued. That dog looks happy. The man seems patient. I love watching people and their pets. Elena increased the challenge. Describe that building for 30 seconds without stopping. Sam took a deep breath. It's a tall building, maybe 10 floors. The windows are large and clean. There are balconies with plants. The ground floor has a coffee shop. People are entering and leaving. The architecture looks modern but friendly. I would like to live there. Sam, you just spoke for 30 seconds without translating once. You connected language directly with reality. Sam felt amazed. This technique made speaking feel natural and effortless. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can learn English through stories with us.
After a month of practice, Sam could think and speak in English much more naturally. But Elena noticed that Sam's pronunciation and rhythm still needed work. Sam, you've trained your brain beautifully. Now we need to train your mouth. Train my mouth? Elena explained. Fluency is not just mental, it's physical. Your mouth, lips, tongue, and vocal cords are muscles. They need practice too. Vocal cords are the parts of your throat that create sound when you speak. Elena demonstrated the mouth training method. Choose a real sentence. Elena selected, I'm really excited about this opportunity. Listen and copy. Elena played an audio of a native speaker saying the sentence with natural emotion and rhythm. Repeat exactly. Sam, don't just say the words. Copy the music, the feeling, the energy. Listen. Elena repeated the sentence 20 times, each time matching the original speaker's tone, speed, and emotion perfectly. Your turn, Sam. Don't just say the words. Copy the sounds exactly. Sam practiced. I'm really excited about this opportunity. I'm really excited about this opportunity. Use a mirror. Watch your mouth movements, Sam. See how your lips and tongue create each sound. Record and compare. Sam recorded the practice session and compared it to the original. The difference was remarkable. By repetition 20, Sam sounded almost native-like. "This is incredible," Sam said. "I can feel the sentence in my mouth now. It wants to come out naturally." Elena smiled. "That's muscle memory, Sam. You're not memorizing words anymore. You're programming fluency into your body." Sam practiced this technique with different sentences daily. Soon, common expressions flowed out smoothly and confidently. 3 months later, Sam had made remarkable progress. But Elena had one final crucial secret to share. "Sam, you've learned to think in images, speak in chunks, narrate your life, describe your world, and train your mouth. But there's one more secret, the most important one." "What's that?" Elena looked serious. "Build an English world around you, or you'll forget everything." Forget everything means to lose all the skills you worked hard to learn. Sam looked surprised. "But I practice every day." "Sam, English is not a subject you study and finish. English is an environment. If you don't live in it daily, you'll lose it. Your fluency will fade. Your confidence will collapse, and all your hard work will disappear like smoke." Fade means to gradually become weaker and disappear. Elena taught Sam how to create a complete English environment. English morning. Start every day with English. Listen to a motivational podcast. Read inspiring quotes. Think your first thoughts in English. English labels. Put sticky notes with English names on objects around your house. Your brain will absorb vocabulary automatically. English ears all day. Play English audio in the background. Interviews, music, podcasts. Even passively, your brain learns patterns. English social media. Follow English-speaking creators. Your phone becomes an English learning tool. English evening. End each day in English. Journal your thoughts. Read a few pages or summarize your day in English. Sam implemented all these strategies. Within weeks, English stopped feeling like a foreign language and started feeling like home. "Elena," Sam said one day, "I've just realized something amazing. I've been thinking in English for the past hour without noticing it. English isn't something I do anymore. It's something I live." Elena beamed with pride. Beamed means to smile very brightly with happiness. "That's the transformation, Sam. You stopped translating and started living in English." 6 months after meeting Elena, Sam's life had completely changed. At work, Sam confidently joined international meetings, shared ideas fluently, and even made presentations in English. Colleagues were amazed at the transformation. Amazed means extremely surprised and impressed. Sam had joined an English-speaking book club, made friends from different countries, and even started dating someone who only spoke English. But the most incredible change was internal. Sam felt free. "Elena," Sam said during their final meeting, "I understand now what you meant about fluency coming from freedom." "Tell me what you've learned, Sam." "I learned that my brain is smarter than I thought. When I stopped forcing it to translate, it naturally connected English to my thoughts and the world around me." Naturally means in a way that feels normal and easy, without forcing. Sam continued, "I learned that English is not about perfection. It's about communication. When I speak in chunks and express myself freely, people understand me perfectly." "And the most important lesson?" Elena asked. Sam smiled broadly. "English is not something I study. English is something I live. It's become part of who I am." Elena felt deeply satisfied. She had watched Sam transform from a fearful, hesitant translator into a confident, fluent communicator. "Sam, you now possess something precious, the courage to speak anyway. You don't wait for perfect words, you express yourself with confidence and authenticity." Authenticity means being genuine and real, showing your true self. As they said goodbye, Sam realized that learning to speak English fluently had taught something even more valuable: the power of breaking free from limiting beliefs and embracing growth with courage. "Thank you, Elena. You didn't just teach me English, you taught me to believe in myself."
Let me summarize Sam's incredible journey and the key lessons we learned today. Sam discovered 6 secrets to stop translating and start speaking. Think in images, not words. Connect English directly to what you see and imagine, skipping translation. Speak in chunks, not grammar rules. Use natural groups of words that native speakers actually use. Narrate your life in English. Talk to yourself all day long, describing actions, thoughts, and feelings. Describe what you see out loud. Practice real-time observation and description without translation. Train your mouth every day. Practice pronunciation and rhythm by copying native speakers exactly. Build an English world around you. Create an environment where English is part of your daily life. Key vocabulary to remember. Translation trap. The habit of thinking in your native language first, then translating to English. Chunks. Natural groups of words that go together. Narrate. To describe or tell what's happening. Real time. Immediately as things happen. Fluency. The ability to speak smoothly and confidently. The most important lesson. Fluency comes from freedom, not perfection. When you stop translating and start living in English, you discover that your brain is naturally capable of thinking and speaking in any language. Questions for reflection. Do you recognize yourself in Sam's story? Do you spend too much time translating in your head? Which of the 6 secrets do you think would help you most? What's one way you could start building an English world around yourself today? Remember Sam's transformation. English is not something I study. English is something I live. Your challenge. Tomorrow, try one of Sam's techniques. Maybe narrate your morning routine in English, or describe what you see during lunch break. Notice how different it feels when you skip the translation step. You can do this. You are capable, and your voice matters in English too. Like Sam, you have everything you need to break free from the translation trap and start speaking with confidence. Don't forget to like this video if Sam's story inspired you. Subscribe for more life-changing English stories. And tell us in the comments, which translation habit are you ready to break today? Until next time, my wonderful English learners, remember, stop translating, start speaking, and start living your life in English.